Hello, this is Connie Belden, and in this video we'll continue on with decision making and look at a different type of decision: sell or process it further. Let's assume we manufacture three products: product A, product B, and product C. They come from a common joint process to make them. The joint costs are $360,000, and the sales price and output is product A, $22 per pound, and the output's 13,400 pounds. And then it gives you the information for products B and C. Now, if we decide to process it further, think of it as maybe you could take kitchen cabinets that are unfinished and then process them further by staining them. That would be an example of processing further. So if you process kitchen cabinets further by staining them, you're going to have some additional cost: stain and labor, etc. So if we process products A, B, and C further, here is the additional cost, and we would be able to sell them for a little bit higher price per pound. Just like if you stained the kitchen cabinets, you'd be able to sell them for a higher price than if they were unstained. So now we are going to compare: should we sell them as is, like should I sell my kitchen cabinets unstained, or should I process them further and sell them that way? For example, should I stain the cabinets and sell them that way? Well, let's analyze for each product. So let's start with the selling price after processing it further. So that would be these numbers right here. So for product A, it would be $27.30. For product B, it's given at $22.30. And for product C, $36.30. Now we'll fill in the selling price if it is not processed further. Right here is the information for that. So product A is $22. Product B is $16. And product C is $28. Now I'm going to take the difference between processing it further and not processing it further. So $27.30 minus 22 gives me $5.30. $22.30 minus $16 gives me $6.30. And $36.30 minus 28 gives me additional $8.30 if it's processed further. Okay, now we want to multiply it times our quarterly output in pounds, which is given right here. So I will bring down, it's 13,400 pounds for A, 20,900 pounds for B, and 4,600 pounds for C. Now, in order to determine the additional revenue by processing it further, I will take the incremental, the additional revenue, times the output in pounds. In other words, I'll multiply the last two numbers. So $5.30 times 13,400, okay, gives me additional revenue of $71,020. Okay, I will do the same for B and C. Now that's the additional revenue. But remember, to process it further, like to stain my cabinets further, there's additional cost. That's given right here. So the additional cost of product A, I'll bring down to $75,970, $109,395 for B, and $48,260 for C. Now, did we get more in incremental revenues than we had in incremental cost? Let's see. I'll subtract the last two numbers. We should not process product A further because we get less in incremental revenues than it would cost us. For product B, I'll subtract. Product B should be processed further. There's more in incremental revenues than cost. And product C, we should not process further. So only product B should be processed further. Thank you very much.